$25 bill now, $30, 30 bill, give me 30, make it 30 bill, for my $30 bill, give me 30, who's the $30 bill?
Hey, we're having another great auction Thursday night, October 14th at 6:30, right in Barre, Massachusetts. And I talk much slower than this guy does, so don't worry about getting confused, but I'm going to show you some stuff we have at the auction this week. These are two Hummels, and we have more Hummels. I just don't have them here. I don't put this stuff out until the preview day, so some of these items aren't, on display right now. They are in a safer place. Here's some sterling silver spoons. There's another sterling silver. Some of this stuff is 1800 sterling. There's some really nice sterling pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces here, and I have more that are, if you go on Auction Zip and look for the Barre auction, you will find still pictures of all this stuff on here and a full listing of everything. Let's go out here and I'll show you some of the stuff we have at auction this week. I'm going to go way down here. Look at this place is full to the max, and I haven't even got it all together yet. Here is this is a wagon, and I have a big showroom here, so I managed to get it in the door. It's a wooden wagon. It's old. It's probably 1800s, and it's great for if you sell vegetables or fruit at a stand in your front yard or something like that. A couple of saddles on top of that. There's an two English saddles, and let's see. There's an old cart, probably 50s donkey and cart. There's some ice saws right there. They're huge, and they used to use those for cutting ice in the lakes and making ice. There's a maple syrup stainless steel bucket. You hang that on the tree with a little spout coming out. Get your maple syrup. There's an old guy here. I'd say that's 40s or 50s right there. Kind of hard to see, but he's big. He's about 2.5 feet tall, something like that. We got the yard ornament here. Not sure if you call that a Sambo or what, but these are desirable items. That's an old Lipton packing crate right there. There's a hay grabbing tool. You lower it from the barn, you grab the hay and pull it up. There's an old wooden primitive wooden box there. There's a table. It's probably, well, it's definitely an antique. It's over 100 years old. And it's there's another rocking chair over there. You can't see everything really good because I have tons of stuff to show you anyway. There's two antique party chairs over there. These are 1800s also. There's I was going to say a rocker. That would be funny, wouldn't it? A rocker party. Okay. There's another party chair. I think I'll go over here because I got this really cool Coca-Cola sign. Check that out. That's vintage. It's vintage Coca-Cola, and those are highly desirable also. I got a bunch of beer signs too, and I also, I want to show you over here. I have a bar, full bar, with some really cool older, like what do you call those? Those they go underneath your glass. Anyway, there's a checkerboard there. Hey, you could sit at the bar and play a game of checkers with somebody sitting at the other corner. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's some coins underneath lacquer in there and whatnot. Let's see. There's a metal detector there. There's a corn husker. It's actually a corn dekerneler. You put the corn cob in there and grind it through, and it takes the kernels off. A couple of Tonka trucks. Zenith radio. Let's go over here. There's a Schmidt sign. Lit up barroom sign. I've got a few signs, and we probably won't see them all because I don't know exactly where they are right now. There's a signed oil on board. This is a really nice. This thing had a price tag of like $300 on it. It came from. I'll get back to you on that because I have other items from this place that closed down. It was a really high-end store. Check out this basin and wash basin and unique. Sort of looks like a shell. There's some old books here, Frank and Fearless, Tom Slade, Motorcycle Dispatcher. There's other ones under there. Robin Hood, wow. Wow. There's an old hickory baseball bat. There's a Schlitz barroom advertising. There's a couple of figurines there. There's a wooden tray. There's an old retirement plaque from the 20s. There's a nice portrait there. There's a mantle clock. And this thing here is, it looks like a Hummel, and I was told by somebody that it's probably an unsigned Hummel. It's really nice. And there's another really nice figurine there. There's a grinder in back of that. There's a vintage Coke or drink carrier. These are, oops, I forgot my glasses. These are German. Maybe you can see it. Usually when I auction these off, I'll name everything and where they come from and what they are. There's Limoges pieces in here. There's Fenton. There's that's 1800s crystal, cut crystal. There's other crystal in here. There's a whole set right there of that's cut glass, but it's a punch bowl set. There's some crystal there, leaded crystal. Nice there too. There's a oil lamp. There's another thing there. Look at this bowl and set here. There's an old cobbler's. You put the shoe in there and work on it. There's a dandy rocking horse. There's a die tray there where the people put knickknacks on. Here's the company that boar picture came from. It's Bataro Skolnick. This tray went for $479. I'll probably start it at $10. There's a signed portrait there. That's an oil on canvas. That's this is alabaster. It's a little bird bath there. Look at these old. There's a chicken thing there. Sometimes when you're auctioning, you're naming so many different things, you get a little tongue-tied, but there's a nice rabbit one. There's some art glass. There's some really old 1800s jugs. Check out this baseball game, all wooden. All the balls are there and everything. There's a Laurel and Hardy doll, 2 dolls there. There's a clown doll, Laurel and Hardy. There's another antique Victorian doll there. A couple of paintings behind that. And let's go over here because I'm not completely done setting up yet. So I'm trying to get an early video out because I know you guys are anxious to see what's going up for auction. There's some large fruit pieces there. There's some more saws there, 2-man saws. There's McCoy. There's a McCoy cookie jar. There's Fire King stuff there. There's Fenton glass and art glass and all kinds of stuff there. This is another, let's see, Northwood Glass Company right here. This one. This looks like Carnival glass there. There's some balls there. This thing is full of tools. Bunch of tools in there. Full. I'll probably have more tools too. There's a nice pedestal. There's a solid brass wolf. I think that's a doorstop. I believe there's a Santa bank here. It's an early Santa bank. There's some, what do you call this? Starts with an M. Anyways, you know. There's these are collectible pieces here. Let's see. There's another really nice jug there. There's 2 more stoneware. There's a couple of real crocs. They're crocodiles. There's some early buttons, vintage buttons. There's a Show and Hut piano over there, toy piano. There's some other pieces there. There's some old advertising. There's, let's see, these are unique, probably 50s or 60s. They're chickens and they're like serving trays and they're signed Jane Humphrey, 1960. There's I have a whole collection of these plates, Gone with the Wind. This is all full of them, brand, like they're new old stock, and there's probably 15 of them here. Really nice plates. There's some old toy guns there. There's a display case with some in them there. There's a Coca-Cola thermometer. This is a case of police collectible stuff, and there's a watch, and there's a Chesterfield lighter, vintage. These are Matchbox cars here, 4 or 5 trays of them. There's some religious stuff. This is like, wow, you know, you see this stuff in the Vatican or something. Those are recessed. That picture is a recessed, and those are figurines in there. It's not a piece of painting or anything. The one in front too, same deal. They're real figurines with old, you know, it's antique wood. See that right there? Those are 1800s photos, and there's some tintypes in there. There's one under that too, tintype photos, and there's old photos. There's a really cool one in there of a lady standing in front of like a locomotive train. There's a washboard. There's another yard little boy ornament there. These are measuring tools for rough measuring grain and whatnot back in the farm days, you know, when you just go to the farm and buy stuff. There's an antique funnel. There's an old fire bucket there. It's probably 100 years old. There is a starter cannon complete with, I have the powder that you put in there. Don't know where it went, but it's here somewhere. The powder, and it's really loud. You can blow it off on the 4th of July. There's some nice crocks here, screwdrivers in that box. Another crock. There's a milk can here. Another milk can here. There's a nice piece of art there. There's tons more stuff. There's an old wash basin straight out of a barn from the late 1800s. These are full of screws and stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, I'll sell that as one lot. And these are the box lot. There's some old bottles. There's some cut glass. There's some fencing and a globe there. And there's a bunch of other stuff we'll be selling towards the end of the auction for next to nothing. There's a bunch of glass here. There's more there. There's just tons of stuff, and I'm not even done. I have some jewelry, vintage Victorian jewelry, costume jewelry, you name it. It's Thursday night, 6:30. The auction starts Thursday, October 14th. Preview starts from 3 to 6, but you can come here at 5. It's probably the best time, and just take a look for an hour before the auction starts. And we have food, and everybody has a good time. So come on down. It's at 1797 West Street in Barre, Mass, and it's at 6:30, and it's called the Barre Auction. And look at this. I missed this. 100-year-old bank. See this? This is a railroad train jack. You can jack up a train with this. And this piece here was from that company, to Bataro, Solnick. $249 it went for, and what's going up for auction too. So come on down. See you Thursday night at 6:30. Look at that. Wow, it's a brass door thing there. Okay.